Giants kickoff bounced at the 20, and it's picked up by Taysom Hill. Hill out to the 32-yard line. So here's Bullock on the kickoff after his field goal early in the first quarter, evaluated for a hamstring issue. And then we saw Gillen, the punter, with Olszewski holding, connecting from 40. And at halftime, there's Lawrence Cager. There's Gillen. Giants holding tryouts for the second half.
Yeah, but you can see both Gillen and Cager. It wasn't full extension. You can tell there was something off. They were holding back a little bit.
Carr on first down, looking for Bowden. Pass incomplete. Shannon.
Reached out to the New York Giants during that halftime break. They told me Tommy DeVito is still in the back getting evaluated further. Brian Daboll told me he didn't say anything, Tommy DeVito, when he came off after that play. The call did come down from the trainers looking at him a little bit more, but he said no change if Tyrod Taylor is under center. As far as Dennis Allen, he said the same thing. He said, I've played against Tyrod. I've game planned for him. He's a mobile quarterback, and we just have to keep that in mind.
All right, thanks, Shannon. 2nd and 10 for Carr and the Saints. Up the middle, out to the 38-yard line of the flag. Following the run by Williams.
Holding, number 75, offense, 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Left tackle Andrus Peat.
Yeah, Kayvon Thibodeau, he's going to do a nice job of trying to get inside, and Andrus Peat, he obviously has to hold him. Kayvon Thibodeau would have made that tackle. Meanwhile, they're backed up at 2nd and long, and they're bringing in, they is in Wink Martindale, bringing in speed package. Isaiah Simmons is coming in as well.
2nd down and 20. Carr under pressure from Simmons, throws, and it is caught. Taken out close to a first down by Shaheed.
Shaheed is so fast. He gets on the corners so quickly. And you see how Deonte Banks, he's respecting the speed. So you respect the speed, you're going to leave a cushion, and it allows for a nice hole for Derek Carr to throw right into. Derek Carr throws a beautiful ball when he steps up into his throws. He gets in trouble when there's a little pressure and he's trying to throw off a back foot. So if you give him that opportunity, Derek Carr is going to shred your defense.
3rd down and 1. Alvin Kamara picks up the Saints' first down. Giants 2 scoring drives, couple of field goals, both drives extended by Saints penalties. A look at Carr's numbers and the Saints defense with 4 sacks of Tommy DeVito.
And really, this is the identity of the Saints. They're supposed to play good defense. They're supposed to get pressures. Dennis Allen has been a great defensive coordinator for many years with the Saints. Liking what he's seeing right now. Don't turn the football over offensively. Win a close game at the end.
Carr with time, steps up, and now dumps it off. Carr taken across midfield by the tight end Moreau to the Giants 49.
We only talk about the offensive line when they don't do a good job. But Kenny, this is a tremendous job identifying Thibodeau. They had 2 guys over there, gave Derek Carr plenty of time to survey the field. There was nothing deep. He goes to Foster Moreau for his check down. And when he has no pressure, look how great Derek Carr can be. 69% completion percentage, 13 pass touchdowns.
Now in his 10th season, 4-time Pro Bowler. Williams gets bottled up by Nunez Roches. 3rd down and 2 upcoming. Derek Carr's brother David backed up Eli Manning. Won a Super Bowl ring. There's Tommy DeVito back on the Giants sideline.
Hopefully he'll have his helmet. I'm looking for his helmet. Can't really see it. If he has his helmet, I would assume that's good news. We'll see what happens when the Giants get the football. Right now, he doesn't have the helmet in his hand, and it doesn't look like the helmet next to him. It might be Jalen Hyatt's. We'll see what happens.
Now the penalty markers on 3rd and 2. False start.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
That's on James Hurst, the left guard.
I'm not going to pass blame, but I do know when linemen, they get set up, and you have Taysom Hill, who's usually set, hut, and go. you start checking in and out, kill, etc. They're not used to that. Not going to give excuses, not going to pass blame, but if Taysom Hill is going to be your guy back there, let him do what he needs to do.
180, 5-8. Carr pointing out 58. O'Carrick, throw down in 7. Carr was under pressure, lets it go. The pass incomplete. Now a flag is thrown.
And Juwan was looking for that.
Juwan Johnson, the intended receiver.
Prior to the pass, holding number 22, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Dory Jackson.
Dory Jackson's left arm, you can see it's holding Juwan Johnson down from at least going up and being able to try to make a play on the football. And Derek Carr, he recognized that immediately. Here's Wink Martindale. What I really like about his defense, all season long, media, everyone trying to figure out a way to kind of pull them apart. And instead, the season has galvanized them. They come together. Their best players are playing phenomenal. They're playing at a high level. You're watching a defense really starting to impose their will on teams.
There's Kamara. Now that was initially a report from our colleague Jay Glazer talking about friction between Brian Daboll and Wink Martindale.
And you see them right there. And maybe there is. What I do know is that they were professional enough to not let it trickle down into the team. And the players, the leaders, the captains, they've kept this defense together. The most takeaways over the past 4 weeks, that's the reason they've been winning games. Of course, DeVito, he's protected the football, but the defense has set the tone every time the past few weeks.
Second down and 5 from the Giants' 44. Not much for Kamara. Ashawn Robinson makes the tackle. So a third down and 3 coming up for the Saints. There's Tommy DeVito taking some snaps from Ben Bredesen.
That's interesting. Why Ben Bredesen and not John Michael Schmitz? So many questions, Kenny. So many questions.
Monday. Maybe he was the closest guy nearby. Third down and 3. Carr's pass complete for a first down. Jimmy Graham hearing the roars from the crowd. His 5th catch of the season. 3 have gone for touchdowns.
And there's Jimmy Graham, all 6'8", 260 pounds of him. Still has enough in the tank. You see the quickness, right? He may not have the long speed to get over the top of a defense, but he is still quick enough to body out those smaller linebackers and safeties. Gets a nice first down conversion for the Saints.
Monday. Kamara in the backfield from the 34. Carr's pass complete. It's Shaheed. Picks up another Saints first down. Deontay Banks finally made the tackle. Gain of 11 for Shaheed.
I know they're glad to have him back. That speed pops off the film every time you watch Shaheed. You think he's going to break it for a touchdown. And Derek Carr did mention if we stayed in our sub package is 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and a running back, we were going to have the ability to exploit some of that man coverage that the defense likes to do. When you look at Shaheed's all-purpose yards, 4th in the NFL, yards per catch, top 10, he's an explosive, dynamic wide receiver.
Carr looking, now throws, end zone, touchdown, Juwan Johnson.
This is just a great play call by Pete Carmichael. He was expecting that they were going to go in zone, and as soon as they went in zone, they're not used to it, right? It's a different kind of route tree when you have to play zone coverage. You have to understand the second man through the zone, which was Juwan Johnson. The safety or the linebacker has to carry him. Nobody carried him. Derek Carr saw that. There was no pressure on Derek Carr. He makes an easy touchdown throw.
Saints extend their lead. Carr, 23-yard.
And then there was a call down from the top to make sure that Tommy DeVito was checked out for concussion. He went into concussion protocol. He's been cleared, and now he's able to come back and start this first series for the Giants.
And if there's a positive, it happened towards the end of the second quarter, so we had the entire halftime. And now he's back out on the field from the 25, handing it off to Barkley. Flag as Barkley gains 3. Mark Lewinsky does not agree. Here's
he
Carl
might have
Jeffers.
been moving forward at the snap, which is illegal, and that's probably what he's arguing. He's trying to argue his case.
Illegal formation. Number 64, offense, who did not report as an eligible player. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Time for a game break. We check in with Carissa.
Thanks, Kenny. A battle of the 2 6 and 7 teams. Bucks, Packers. Baker Mayfield hits Rashad White down the middle. Makes one man miss and takes it in for the 26-yard score. Bucks up 20-10 on the Packers. Kenny?
All right, thanks, Carissa. Falcons lead the Panthers 7-3. Saints fans watching both of those scores. First down at 15 for the Giants from the 20-yard line. And this play is blown dead. Another flag. False start.
False start. Number 67, offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's on Justin Pugh, who's been a big addition to this Giants team and their offensive line after coming, as he says, straight off the couch. But he's helped solidify what this O-line has been able to do over the last 3 games.
As the veteran, he's been the calming voice. The young guys, not just the offensive linemen, all the young guys gravitated towards him, because it's one thing to get the install in the playbook, etc. It's another to understand how you go about your business during the course of the week.
There's Breda after back-to-back penalties committed by the Giants. Saunders the tackle. Saints with a touchdown moments ago to extend their lead to 8. New Orleans has excelled in the third quarter this season.
And a lot of the time you had them coming from behind, and the Saints were trying to figure out how to adjust. They've done a good job of that in third quarter. If it holds true, they're already up 7-0 right now.
Second down and 17. On the delay, Shepard comes in to wrap up Barkley. 3rd and long upcoming for the Giants, who trail by 8.
And see, we're watching Saquon. He was about to go out. Now he's coming back in on his 3rd down. They need him to get involved. Frankly, force the ball to Saquon Barkley. Every time he scores a touchdown, they're 4-0. When he doesn't, they're 1-8. So if I'm Daboll, I'm DeVito, I'm going to figure out ways to get this man the football. Something good will happen as long as he keeps touching the football.
Only 8 yards on the ground today for Barkley. Here's DeVito on 3rd and 17. Under pressure. And then he fires it away. Passanio was in his face. He had a sack earlier. And now the Giants will send out the punting unit.
Yeah, and this time we're gonna look at the secondary. This is great coverage across the board. Usually known for their press man. This time they kind of pass everything off. It's a zone match concept. And with DeVito trying to figure out what's going on, Tano Passanio is like, all right, enough of that. You had your 3 seconds, you didn't find anything, throw the football away or get sacked.
Gillen punting from inside his 10. Shaheed takes it out to 34. Turns upfield. 9 on the Perry, gain of 18.
A.T. Perry, you're going to see him at the top, at the right of the screen, and he's reading the zone. You notice that Wink Martindale, he's trying to give the secondary a break from man coverage. Pete Carmichael, Derek Carr, they had a beat on the man coverage going against the leverage. Now that they're in zone, you're seeing that the gains are happening as they sit down in those wide open holes in the zone.
Carr with 17 completions, 10 different receivers, as Kamara is brought down by Ashawn Robinson.
And we watch Derek Carr, he throws a nice ball to Juwan Johnson. Let's also look at the pressure or the lack thereof. Offensive line has done a really good job up front. Came in talking about Kayvon Thibodeau and Dexter Lawrence, said Derek Carr is lighting them up. When he has time, it's been accurate, it's been beautiful balls, been on the money.
On the last drive, reached 3,000 yards. Peyton Manning, Russell Wilson, and now Derek Carr. 3,000 over each of their first 10 seasons.
That's great company to be around.
Second down and 10. Jason Pinnock on the coverage. Foster Moreau, the intended receiver. Pinnock slow to get back up.
Let's see what happened. Right. Kind of wraps him around.
Medical staff tending to Pinnock.
So good to see that he's back. He's been playing really good football for the Giants.
This will be a 50-yard attempt. Groupie is 5 of 8 from 50+. From the left hash, Headley places it down, and Groupie's kick is straight through. Social justice through work that reduces barriers to opportunity. Just as players inspire change in their communities, the Inspire Change Changemaker Award recognizes community members working every day to advance social justice. To learn more about each team's changemaker, visit NFL.com/Inspire Change.
And there's Cam Jordan, who's done a phenomenal job, even from his rookie year when I played with him, always being active in the community. He has a foundation, God is Love Foundation, where the Crescent City Corps and the New Orleans Police Department, they join forces to build cohorts in the community so that the community and the police department can now have a better bond. So I love the work that Cameron Jordan's been doing. Hats off to him and continued success.
That pass intended for Darius Slayton. Cam Jordan now in his 13th season. 8-time Pro Bowler. His dad Steve with the Vikings went to 6 Pro Bowls during his career.
That Cameron Jordan is the best defensive end at converting from run to pass. He always started his career playing the run. That's where he was most effective. Then he realized, oh, I can get some sacks. I'm pretty good. But he's always done that. And more importantly, he's taught the younger defensive ends to do exactly that. That's why the defense is so good versus run and so relentless.
Barkley gains 3. And Cam Jordan spent some time on the Manning Hour with Cooper Manning on Fox earlier today.
Yeah, I should have said Cam Jordan has a big personality. He is a very, very fun guy to be around, very interesting. Doesn't always know who he's playing against. He knows the number, and he knows he's going to get some sacks. All the other stuff, he's like, I'll leave that to you linebackers. You guys figure that stuff out.
Certainly has a career in this business. Third down and 7. As DeVito will step up, wrapped up. Passanio, once again, he's had a strong game. And that's the 5th sack of DeVito this afternoon.
Yeah, Passanio needs to thank the secondary. DeMario Davis one-on-one with Darren Waller, gloved him. You see Isaac Gidham. Everybody was able to cover and plaster their guys. Nowhere for Tommy DeVito to throw the football. Tano Passanio gets a sack, and this is becoming a very dominant performance by the Saints defense.
They're in the third quarter. Giants with 2 possessions, both 3 and outs. While the Saints have scored 10 points since halftime. Return by Shaheed out to the 35.
You see the 2 stalwarts for the defense. Okereke, Dexter Lawrence. You saw them trying to just get ridden out of the screen, and then Kamara cuts right off of him for a big gain.
We've talked about so much of the Giants' success during their 3-game win streak due to the takeaways. 12 over the last 3 games. None so far today.
It's not for a lack of trying. You know they go after the football. So give credit where credit's due. Saints defense, 2 hands on the football.
Williams brought down by Ashawn Robinson. Carissa.
Kenny, Bucks already up 3 on the Packers, and Baker Mayfield finds tight end O'Keefe, who just gets in over the pylon for the score. Now up 10 on the Packers.
Giants beat the Packers on Monday night. 10-point lead for the Bucks. Atlanta still leading Carolina 7-3, fourth quarter.
Monday.
Second down and 10 for Carr and the Saints from midfield. Carr sets up the screen. It's Kamara. Makes a move, picks up a first down and more. Finally forced out of bounds after a gain of 17.
Now, this is a great play call. You're going to see all the linemen, they just start rushing, thinking they finally get themselves a sack. This is a blitz by Wink Martindale. Catches both linebackers going after Carr and leaves Kamara wide open in the open field to do what he does best, make a guy miss, make another guy miss, and get another first down for the Saints offense. Yeah, look at last week, 207 total yards, only 4 yards per play. Third down wasn't that good, and now all of a sudden they're kind of finding their groove. This is a good Giants defense they're going against.
Here is Kamara flag. It's against the Saints.
Holding, number 75, offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Left tackle Andrus Peat, his second penalty today.
There's Andrus Peat. He's going up against Raheem Nunez-Roches. And that is most definitely a hold. And you know it's a hold because he tried to do that. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't do anything after the play.
Saints send in 3 tight ends. Empty backfield.
Right here. Lock.
Last time he went to Jimmy Graham.
Second down and 20. Nice touch, Kamara. And the opposite 41, McFadden right there to make the tackle as time winds down here in this third quarter. With the Saints putting 10 points on the board. They led 7-6 at the half. Now 17-6 after 3. Franchises in 2015, 52-49. Eli and Breeze combined to throw 13 touchdown passes.
I can gladly say I had no part of that game. I was already retired.
There is Kamara, and he gets pulled down from behind again by McFadden. How about the third quarter numbers? Saints with 140 yards, Giants only 2. And New Orleans scored 10 points.
Continuing with the trend that the Saints have been great in the third quarter. And we're really looking at a team that just imposed their will on that third quarter against the Giants. Nothing doing offensively for the Giants, and the Saints have been very methodical on their side with the ball.
Third down at 16. As Carr throws, and it's complete for a first down. Wow. On 3rd and 16, Carr connects with A.T. Perry to move the chains.
And you're going to see pressure coming from the right side. What I like from Carr is that he steps up in the pocket, gives himself a little time, and you see if he had stayed back, Azeez Ojulari would have gotten